Hey nail tubers, so this is the Polygel set that I said I wasn't going to post, and I use this Poly Nail Polish Gel Kit. It's from Amazon. Beauty. I think this is the last of what I got last year when I was doing the extra hours so I could do shopping. But this took me through some turns, and the first thing that happened, look, I got glitter bombed. But I think that was actually my fault from the many times that I took it off the shelf and kept putting it back before I got around to recording this. So since I can't remember, we're going to go through this together. So it came with the standard nail forms, a 100-180 grit hand file. I like that it's washable, disinfectable. A cushioned 100-180 grit hand file. And this is nice because it can be used for your client's comfort. The top coat got some glitter, and then the base coat. Now these are 15 milliliter bottles, and that's rather unusual for that size in a kit. Look, the slip solution is apparently where all the glitter went. And the glitters. And here's the cap for the spilled one. Oh, here it is. And then it comes with these dual forms. Now they're curved, but these are more of a natural curve, so I would use them. There's 6 polygel colors in 15 milliliter tubes. Oh, and did I mention that these are glow in the dark? So that's fun, right? And then the instructions. And I've been keeping in mind for anyone that might be new, so I'm showing the polygel brush. They're usually dual-ended with the spatula at the opposite end. The spilled glitter is actually very pretty, so I am disappointed. But while I'm cleaning up, how's everyone doing? I hope you're doing great. So yeah, this set turned out bad, and you've seen it in a few videos by now. And like I said, I wasn't going to post this because I did feel that it was kind of horrible. But then something occurred to me while I was wearing these, so you're going to have to watch as I go back through this chronologically, okay? Isn't glitter the worst to have to clean up? Girl, it was everywhere. What I do like about this kit so far, though, is that it has everything you need to do your polygel nails, including some decoration. So even before using it, I felt that it should get beginner-friendly points. And if my family didn't have the TV on at this point, this would have been some package ASMR for you. I know so many people like it. But the polygels are numbered and the color labels will what they glow on the front. And I took the liberty of doing the swatches so you could see the colors right away and what they glow. So the only thing not in this kit is alcohol. I was deciding on the colors for these nails. So I'm doing a full prep because remember me telling you that I was doing a wear test on them, which was the actual original intention when I did these. Now these were done before the last live video, so it's actually been 2 weeks at this point. I'm using Nail Couture Bubblegum Gel, so this is pretty much an Apres Gel X dupe method. And the plan was to do a wear test. So each nail is flash cured in a small lamp around 10 seconds. And once the nails are in place, a full 30-second cure in a large lamp. Then any shaping is done. And the cuticle area should be refined. I often talk about how I like the slim comb bit to get into the sidewalls, but there are smaller cuticle bits too. All of us have our own preferences. Also, you'll more commonly see the sanding band used to etch the surface of the nail, so I'm using it here. So I planned this to be another multicolor set, and I have no idea what I'm talking about here. Then I have some silver chrome gel, some white glow-in-the-dark polygel by SXC, and a new polygel I used like 100 years ago. Base coat should be the first layer and then cured for 30 seconds. I decided to do extended nail beds on the middle and ring finger with the nude, which this was a spur of the moment turn that I took too. And in hindsight, I was feeling like I should have done all the nails with the polygel colors. Wasn't too sure at the time, but I do like how the nail beds turned out. And it wasn't hard to do. The new polygel was a medium texture with just a little stickiness. And you know what? Time is free when doing polygel since it doesn't set until it's cured in the lamp. And it was cured for 90 seconds. The inhibition layer was wiped away and the shapes were refined and the dust was cleaned off. The pigments and chrome do separate, so always remember to gently stir the chrome gel without creating air bubbles. Then I used it to outline the extended beds, and this was cured for 30 seconds. So, this was a viral TikTok hack I keep seeing, and I know Aggie has done this too. Then finally, after I saw it on Emily Susanna, I was like, I want to try this. I don't know what these are called, glob or blob nails maybe. So I guess the idea is to place a bunch of polygel globs on the nails. No rules, everything is just thrown on. Then on top of it, there's some polish that gets slapped in there too. But you know what? It was so much fun, and it's hilarious, right? The reason I chose the white was because I was thinking to bring out the colors more, especially in the glow. And I was hoping they would glow with glory, honey. So I thought anyway. Aren't they wild and hilarious? Yes, girl, nails gone wild. But I guess I also created an issue doing the two nails at one time. Well, at the time, I was thinking this polygel was thick because it didn't go anywhere when I put it on. But then it started oozing off the sides. And look, I was really thinking I was doing something. I was just trying too hard. Here I was thinking I needed to get this chrome in between every clump. You know, you just be in that corrective mind state, right? Because you want to get things right when you're doing nails. So the idea of just let it go and flow and slap this on was absolutely out the window. Another thing, yeah, it was a lot. And this still ain't all of it. So you have to watch to the end now. The other thing, especially in hindsight, was I don't think I was supposed to work it like I was doing. I think I was supposed to cure it as is, just sitting there as the globs. So this part was actually the reason I said I wanted to do this again. But I don't think I will. I don't think I ended up blending them or making the colors get mixed, but at this point I was screaming at myself for not doing one finger at a time though. Either way, the polygel was cured 90 seconds and the inhibition layer was wiped away. Then the pinky, index, and thumb will get solid teal. Oh, so base coat can be used, which I did in substitution for slip solution, but I kept it very minimal because remember I mentioned before that base coat has a tendency to sometimes thin out certain polygels, especially polygel textures. Overall though, none of this was hard. It was just time consuming. And when working with polygel on a serious set, you should take that time getting the shape before curing it in place. So now because these are glob nails, you will have to spend time filing. And I couldn't wait to see how these ended up. But I sure won't discuss how I filed because with this, it was anything goes. Especially debulking, I did use a 5-in-1 bit. And that was like a whole construction site, guys. So this is how they turned out, and it was looking like I overfiled. But strangely, I don't recall being that aggressive because polygel is really easy to file, actually easier than acrylic. And it's easier to file even with a hand file. So I felt let down and I literally quit and I didn't finish the shaping. And at that time, I was trying to think of how to explain this to you guys. Because I do want you to see some of the downside. You know, even though this was done just for the fun of it, and as wild and hilarious as this TikTok hack became for me, there's yet something else. So as I artistically add a design so I can feel better, this was really about the wear test on the Apres dupe method with Max's bubblegum gel, right? And I'm excited to say that it definitely passes and gets an A for the 2-week mark as I show you this clip. There's no lifting whatsoever. In fact, there's a lot of resistance. And the fact that it withstood all these shenanigans too. We just have to give it a thumbs up. So here's the rest, guys. I don't usually recommend wearing enhancements past 2 to 3 weeks, so I will keep these on 1 more week. And based on the stability that you saw, you know they're going to last that long and possibly even more. So I'll just let you know when they're removed or you'll see it. But guess what else happened while I was wearing these? I was so bummed, but even more confused over how the hack part turned out. Do you know I totally forgot this polygel was not only glow in the dark, guys. Remember I said I got this last year? I ended up remembering that it's thermal too, so I actually hadn't overfiled. The coloring was gone from the warmth of my hands. And you know what? It stayed that way the whole time I wore these. So I guess you could say that I'm warm-hearted. Tee-hee-hee. And I felt so much better. So yeah, that was the outcome, guys. The outcome of the nail hack that I tried and had fun with that went wrong or went wild. And the idea that this Apres dupe method with Max's bubblegum gel passed the test. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did and you'd like to see more, you can click this link and I'll see you there. Remember to subscribe for more. I really do appreciate you spending your time with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Much love.